Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Over the past few decades, the face of modern warfare has changed dramatically. In the past, military strength was measured by the number of tanks, fighter jets, or aircraft carriers a nation possessed. Today, a single technology can shift the balance of power within minutes: ballistic missiles. The video titled "How Iranian Ballistic Missiles Broke Through Everything in Israel" examines a June 2025 scenario in which Iran launched a massive wave of ballistic missiles toward Israeli territory in one of the most intense missile operations in modern conflict history. This narrative explores how the attack unfolded, why Israel's advanced defense systems were overwhelmed, and what it all means for the future of global warfare. In the scenario analyzed, Iran launched more than 370 ballistic missiles over just a few days. This was not merely a statistical figure, but a representation of a carefully designed saturation strategy. The attack targeted military installations, government buildings, and even civilian shelters in major cities such as Tel Aviv and Haifa. Explosion after explosion lit up the night sky, triggering widespread panic, casualties, and significant infrastructure damage. The assault was described as one of the most ferocious ballistic missile attacks in modern history. For years, Israel has been known for possessing one of the most sophisticated air defense systems in the world. Systems like Iron Dome and Arrow 3 have symbolized Israel's technological military superiority. Iron Dome was designed to intercept short to medium-range rockets, while Arrow 3 focuses on countering long-range ballistic missile threats outside the atmosphere. In previous conflicts, these systems demonstrated extremely high interception rates, often exceeding 90%. However, in the June 2025 scenario, that rate reportedly dropped below 90%. While still statistically high, even a small decrease becomes critical when hundreds of missiles are launched simultaneously. So why were such advanced systems overwhelmed? The answer lies in a combination of technology, tactics, and sheer volume. One of the primary factors was the use of hypersonic missiles such as the Fatah-1. This missile is claimed to reach speeds of up to Mach 14, or 14 times the speed of sound. At such velocity, defense systems have extremely limited reaction time. Instead of having several minutes to detect, track, and calculate interception trajectories, the window shrinks to mere seconds. In modern warfare, a difference of seconds can determine whether a city is spared or devastated. Speed, however, was not the only challenge. Missiles like the Fatah-1 reportedly possess mid-flight maneuverability. This means they do not strictly follow predictable ballistic trajectories. Instead, they can alter direction dynamically, making it much harder for systems like Arrow 3 to calculate precise interception points. Missile defense systems rely heavily on mathematical trajectory predictions. When those trajectories become unpredictable, interception probabilities decrease significantly. In addition to missile technology itself, deception tactics played a crucial role. In this scenario, Iran deployed radar decoys designed to mimic the radar and thermal signatures of real missiles. As a result, Israeli defense systems were forced to distinguish between genuine threats and false targets. Every interceptor launched at a decoy represented a valuable and limited resource wasted. When hundreds of objects appear on radar simultaneously, the processing burden on command and control systems increases dramatically. Even the most advanced systems have operational limits. The attack was also conducted in multi-axial and wave-based patterns. Missiles did not approach from a single direction but from multiple angles at the same time. The first wave may have been intended to exhaust interceptor stockpiles, the second to test defensive responses, and subsequent waves to deliver primary warheads toward strategic targets. This saturation strategy can be compared to pouring an overwhelming amount of water into a small glass. Eventually, it will overflow. Air defense systems, no matter how capable, have finite interceptor supplies. When the number of incoming threats exceeds that capacity, some missiles will inevitably get through. Furthermore, reports indicated the possible use of electronic warfare. Radar jamming and signal disruption could reduce detection accuracy and tracking efficiency. In modern conflict environments, the electromagnetic spectrum has become a battlefield in its own right. Even brief radar interference can create a window of opportunity for high-speed missiles to penetrate defenses. Warfare today is not only about physical force, but also about data, signals, and algorithms. The consequences of such an attack go beyond physical destruction. They extend into psychological and strategic domains. Israel has long relied on its air defense umbrella as a cornerstone of national security. When that umbrella appears vulnerable, public confidence and global perceptions of military dominance may be shaken. For Iran, demonstrating the capability to penetrate Israeli defenses, even in a limited scenario, sends a powerful deterrence message. It signals that in a large-scale conflict, no territory is entirely immune. The video also emphasizes that Iran reportedly possesses a stockpile of more than 3,000 missiles of varying ranges and types. If 370 missiles can generate such immense pressure, the implications of a broader conflict are profound. This is why ballistic missiles are often described as a game-changer in modern warfare. Unlike fighter jets that require pilots and can be engaged in aerial combat, ballistic missiles are launched, accelerate rapidly, and within minutes determine strategic outcomes. Defending against missiles is frequently far more expensive than producing them, creating an economic imbalance in favor of the attacker. It is important to understand, however, that no defense system is designed to guarantee 100% protection. Even at peak performance, some level of leakage is always possible. Layered defense concepts, such as those employed by Israel, aim to minimize damage rather than eliminate it entirely. In the context of a massive, coordinated assault, these systems are pushed to their operational limits. Strategically, this scenario serves as a warning to many nations around the world. The era of absolute air defense dominance may be fading. With the emergence of hypersonic technology, advanced maneuverability, integrated electronic warfare, and saturation tactics, countries must continuously upgrade and adapt their defense systems. The arms race today is not just about numbers, but about the speed of innovation. Moreover, this kind of attack highlights a broader shift in warfare paradigms. Conflicts no longer require large-scale ground invasions to cripple an adversary. Precision long-range strikes can hit command centers, military bases, and critical infrastructure without a single soldier crossing a border. This reality reshapes diplomacy, deterrence strategies, and geopolitical calculations. The threat of large-scale missile strikes becomes a powerful political instrument. Ultimately, the narrative presented in the video underscores how rapidly military technology is evolving. Defensive superiority considered unmatched today may face unforeseen challenges tomorrow. Hypersonic ballistic missiles, advanced maneuver capabilities, deception strategies, wave-based saturation attacks, and electronic warfare collectively represent the complexity of 21st century conflict. In conclusion, the June 2025 scenario illustrates that no defense system is entirely flawless. Even a nation with one of the world's most advanced air defense networks can be overwhelmed when confronted with extreme speed, sophisticated maneuverability, coordinated saturation tactics, and electronic interference. Ballistic missiles have evolved into strategic tools capable of reshaping global military calculations. The world is entering an era where seconds, radar algorithms, and technological innovation determine the fate of nations. And perhaps the most pressing question is no longer whether a defense system can intercept every missile, but how nations will adapt in an accelerating technological arms race, because in modern warfare, today's advantage does not guarantee tomorrow's security.